CollectAWrestlePalooza. CollectAWrestlePalooza.
How's it going, all you nostalgia nuts and sports collectors? Tom here from CollectAWrestlePalooza. This is part 4 of the I Want Freddy, and we are opening up Fright Flicks trading cards, and I'm looking for Freddy for President, Freddy number 1. There's a picture of Freddy with his shadow, and there's a few other really cool Freddy cards from this card series. I'm going to see if I can grab one. We'll see if we can get a hit today. Let's have some fun. If you've never been to this channel, we feature 80s and 90s collectibles with a big focus on professional wrestling. But as you can see here, I also like horror movies, I like vintage t-shirts, I like VHS, video games, all kinds of stuff, particularly from my childhood, I will feature on this channel. And I've got my good luck charm here today is Jason. Remember Jason versus Freddy? I was going to do a Freddy good luck charm, and then I said Jason will do here just because this is one of my favorite action figures that I own. This is a Friday the 13th Part 3 in 3D. It's got that lenticular cover. I don't know if you can tell here, but it's got a really great effect in real life with the knife coming out at you, just like the VHS cover. And this was the 3D bonanza back in the 80s when that was first coming to be popular and such a thing. What a really cool hockey mask from this one. You got the barn scene at the end, you have the noose there, and then look at this action figure. I don't think these are incredibly rare or valuable. I picked mine up at Walmart back in the day, and I don't think they really have risen in value just because so many were mass-produced from Walmart, but the quality is there. They're Nika, and I'm going to keep mine in the box. They're displayed on my shelf. And this one in particular, like I said, because it has the 3D cover, I think might be a little more special. So there aren't any Friday the 13th cards in this card series, but there are so many other horror movies. You couldn't do a set like this today. There's no way you could get all the rights from the different movie studios. There's Nightmare on Elm Street, there's Ghostbusters, Alien, Fright Night, Evil Dead, a whole bunch of just who's who of 1980s horror movies. It was made by Topps, and it came out in, let me see if I can find the copyright here, 1984? It says IV at the end, that means 4. That seems kind of early. I don't think they're 1984 unless this is a unique one, but I think they're like 1989. But anyway, the copyright on the back has the Roman numerals, and the last 2 digits are IV, so I figure it's a 4. But anyway, if you know what year these came out, leave some comments. This one I don't believe is searched just because it's a Fright Nights pack. Why would you search a Fright Nights pack? Albeit some of the PSA 10s are selling for hundreds of dollars. There aren't really any hits outside of the fun hits that I had mentioned. But if you see here, this one obviously is just open. You know, there's no seal. I don't know if that's because it was tampered with or if it just came open over time and the seller didn't really care. The gum is obviously damaged, and as I go through these, one thing I do want to note is some of them are particularly gory, so I'll pull the stack off camera and then we'll show them one at a time if I think it is appropriate or okay to show everyone. The Freddy for President is a sticker, so that will be the chase card for that. Look at the back of that one. That one is pretty well off center, huh? That's a miscut. I'm going to start with that one in the back. That is the gum stain. And the front looks okay. It is a zombie or something. It says aliens, but it says it takes a lot of guts to do this, so some sort of zombie there. Next one says Day of the Dead. Oh yeah, I've gotten this one before. It's a zombie with a finger, and it says, "That's a heck of a hangnail you got there, pal." Trying to be funny. Horror and comedy go hand in hand. It actually is proven that when people laugh, that is a natural response to being very scared. So they are onto something here with the comedy. Try the shrimp. Try the shrimp tempura. It's delicious. That one's from Alien, I think. We've got one from The Fly, 1986. These are a lot of ones I've gotten before. Billy, Susie, okay, I give up. Who is it? Looks like Rick Moranis in the front, doesn't it? I don't think he was in that movie. Who was in The Fly? A little trivia. Jeff Goldblum. That was a 1980s horror movie, 86 maybe. Predator sticker. It's not Freddy for President. That one would be the Freddy for President if we got it. This is a pretty cool card from Aliens. Not centered, but really cool image. It says braces. Really? You think so? Like I said, I would grade these if they were really well centered and seemed to be gradable. There's a Freddy one. Hey, who swiped my undershirt? I really like that one, but top to bottom centering's not great. That's my first Freddy from the pack. We've got one. And the final one I'm going to show is another Ghostbusters. I've gotten this one before. It says, man, my dogs are killing me. That's Zool, or one of the creatures from the Ghostbusters original movie. That does it. I think I have one more Fright Nights pack left. What do you think? Are these good or worth it? I feel like there are some Fright Nights cards that must be much rarer than others because I tend to get the same ones over and over again. And I don't know if that's just because they're all from the same seller or if there are some rare ones that are harder to get. We're going to keep going. You know the way I do this. I'll keep going until I get my Freddy for President or one of the other Freddys that I want. But hope you're enjoying opening these with me. We're having some fun. We're reliving the nostalgia. That's what collecting's all about. Staying healthy, keeping your mind right. If you have thoughts or things you want me to feature, leave some comments. Thank you, as always, if you haven't already, and you do want to see more of my content. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, or even better, subscribe. It means the world to me. We'll see you again next week. Happy collecting.
CollectAWrestlePalooza. CollectAWrestlePalooza.